I have to tell you, you guys all did a phenomenal job. My hat's off to you. Let's hear it for our roasters, everybody. Everyone did a great job. I didn't hear what Matt Collins just said.
And you don't have the list.
No, I don't need a list.
You have no idea.
No, because here's what happens. It's Kyle's turn now. I don't need a fucking list for him to rip us all a new asshole. But I do gotta say this. I'm going to cheers him.
Here, hold on. Hands in my face.
Didn't you know I'm fucking gay, dude? Come on, you're going to LA. I want to get my ass in the spotlight as much as I can. Because I know in your industry, you could probably help me out. Everybody.
Gay porn? Yes, I could.
Well, I want to be a star, not a fluffer. So fucking you better step up, all right? Everybody, here's to Kyle Farrell. Alright, I'm a little drunk, fuck it. But here's to him and all his success in LA. Let's give it to him, guys. Here's to you, buddy. And again, just like Kelly said, I wish I meant that as a joke. But Kelly, I hope he has a big fucking couch because both of us are going to be on it. Be like, dude, I want to open for you, motherfucker. Alright, everybody. Everybody, give it up for our roastie of the night and his last, final Alaskan performance. Give it up for Kyle Farrell!
I'm like most of you. I also don't want to be here. Really couldn't care less. I took a nap before this. The reason I was late, I was like, oh my god, I have to hurry, so I can't make dinner, so I better go get some fast food, which I don't usually eat. I had a tender crisp sandwich from fucking Burger King, which before I took a shot, before I usually take a shower to get ready for a show, I take a shit. So I'm shitting my tender crisp sandwich, and my stomach feels like it has needles in it, and I puke in the bathtub because I'm not gonna put my face into the shit. And so when I meant to write jokes for everybody, which is why I was doing it up here, I was washing chicken bits out of my shower for an hour and a half. I took a shower in my sink like a hobo. That's how I started my evening. I want to apologize because I've been acting kind of like a dick, if you haven't heard from everyone else that's been up. A little awkward time in my life, so I'm really sorry to all the fucking douchebags that I pissed off in the room in the past week and a half to the month. I don't know how long this has been going on. Wyatt Belanger, your host, shut up. You talk enough. We all know that. Now, if I had to pick one word to describe Wyatt Belanger, it would be turgid. That's my fancy way of calling you a dick. Wyatt looks like Donkey Kong if he got cancer. I didn't think your gorilla would lose his faux hawk. And I don't have shit to talk on that, so. Oh, man. You know that sound right before you get raped? Wyatt's laugh? Matt Collins tore me apart. And I love the guy with a big hand. You're supposed to clap when we say people's names, you fucking assholes. Matt Collins is, oh my god, talented. The only thing keeping him from leaving Alaska is that he has to buy 2 seats on the airplane. I'm glad you laughed because I told you it last night. Stro, yeah. Wait. No, Stro. Holy shit, when did you get funny? I need to sit on stage for every one of your sets now. That was ridiculous. You can talk about my, what is it? My Brown Zero? You can talk about Brown Zero for a little bit. No one else will get that. Like 3 people that have heard you. But Stro, my good friend Stro, very uncourteous house guest, I might add. He needs to get laid because he's polished his knob so many times that it looks like petrified wood. It's disgusting. I can buy it at the gift shop down the street that I used to work at when I got to Alaska. Cass, Smiley, and Kyle Rand couldn't be here tonight because they're at a laundromat washing piss out of Cass's hair. Well, Rand apologizes. And Cass takes him back. No, to Cass's credit, musical comedy is hard. It's hard to come up here and write songs and sing them. Because, like, I know, like, when I write a joke, I'm like, that's funny for, like, 10 seconds. But, like, if you get to repeat the punchline of your joke for a minute and a half each time you do it, oh, my God. How hard. Oh, it's rough. It's rough and tumble. It's more for the comedians than anyone else. It's more for everyone that's like, why do you play guitar? I chose the trumpet. That doesn't translate into stand-up comedy. And that's my dick. Doesn't translate. And now that might be the funniest thing ever. So, if you hear of a trumpet comic, this is good. Matt Burgoon. We've had 3 sentences that we've shared with each other. Matt Burgoon did have a troubled childhood. He survived the collapse of Richmore Mountain. Mount Richmore. It's a Richie Rich joke. With his big pink lips and funny shaped head. Blonde head of hair. You have a little dog. Call him Peanut. I don't know shit about Richie Rich beyond the movie. I just didn't want to go for the obvious Macaulay Culkin joke. Bruce Schulte. Your next Alaskan Republican head chairman, whatever the fuck, you're political, which is random as shit. He's like, we went to fucking, what's the mayor's name? Mr. Cocksucker? I don't know his name. We went to McGinley's. Sullivan. That's not Cocksucker. We went to Sullivan's election party, and we were telling dick jokes and making fun of Wyatt for looking like a 90s kid with a fucking hooded t-shirt around his waist. I tried to talk to him about slammers. Shut up! I tried to talk to him about slammers and Murder, She Wrote. And then he's like, you're way too 90s for me. I'm like, I didn't realize. Sorry. It's terrible. But, yeah, Bruce is like, guys, be quiet. He's sitting right there. I'm like, well, what the fuck is your problem? And he's like, I'm political. I'm like, why the fuck did you bring us here? Oh, my God. Oh, Wyatt doesn't hit on every third person in the room. That bitch looked like Taylor Swift. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to her. I told Stro to drink his shot and beer, and he drank them. And Wyatt gets back, and about 20 minutes later, he's like, "Did you guys drink my drinks?" Oh. My impression of Wyatt. It's like I just came and shot heroin right into the head of my dick. And I don't want to acknowledge the baby crawling across the ceiling, just, I'm Ewan McGregor crawling into shit, right? That's diving into shit right there. After my suppository. I'll go as far into train spotting as I have to. Sick Boy, Robert Carlyle. I forgot the rest of the movie. You guys understand this whole hate fucking thing, right? That I've been getting shit for the whole night. Oh, Neil Torchiano. What can I say about you that has not been said on an episode of Sabado Gigante? That's all I got for you. I wrote it in the chair when you were standing here talking to me. I'm sorry. Feel terrible. Nathan Hall, everybody. He bit the bullet. He went up first. Big round of applause for Nathan Hall, everybody. Very talented joke writer. He looks like Charlie Chaplin tonight. Unfortunately, he was, vocal. You could hear him. It's awful. Now, Nathan, have you been drinking? When you came up here. Because, you kind of sounded like Conrado. Let's be fair. You had Conrado's pronunciation. And Conrado, your material is terrible. Have you ever even heard a joke that you've written? Oh, I feel bad doing it. You're such a nice person. My favorite story about Conrado is he gave me his phone number and it ends in a 2, but I typed a 3 because I'm a drunk asshole. Look at my chocolates. He gave me his number, I typed in the wrong number, and I was like, let's see where this goes. And he snatched the phone from me. And I went from this into, oh my God, oh, what's your name? Is your name Eric? Oh, hi, how are you doing, Eric? Went to a little girl's voice at the drop of a hat. No deafness. He could pronounce all his T's and H's and silent G's. Oh. And I thought, what a curse that could be if that's your voice. If oh no, I can speak perfectly fine as long as I do it like this. My normal voice is high. I can talk fine like this. It was a weird, long conversation that I did not strike with the, I don't know. Brian Ross, with the famous name. You look like the guy that would bring apple pie onto the set of To Catch a Predator. Like when Chris Matthews just wants to fuck with people and he's like, bring a upside down pineapple cake and defeat the Morgans. And you're like, what's the Morgans? Is it whiskey? Oh. Oh, it's funny! Thanks, Wyatt. Yeah! That's my impression of you. It comes from where my testicles dropped. Right? That space. Thanks, Matt. I only wrote one joke about you. I wish I wrote more.
Yeah, faggot.
Fuck! We ate chicken at Victor's last night. I thought we were friends. Kelly Lee Williams, on the other hand, texted Victor to make sure there was chicken when he gets there. Not a black thing to do at all. In your fucking hat. Holy shit. I almost made a local, Oregon reference to this realtor who her thing is hats. I was like, fucking Betty Snowden, but then I was like, oh, I'm in Alaska. No one knows who the fuck Betty Snowden is with her hat since I've been fucking 10 years old. Yeah, it sucks. So, Kate, you recently found out that you're not pregnant, right? You took that fall down the stairs for nothing. Who loved George Faust's set? George Faust, everybody! His comedy is the stuff of legend because I've never seen it. But George, seriously, if I ever need to have someone beat a dead horse, speed dial. You're on speed dial. You're my 5. My 5. Now, Chris Coleman, I don't have a lot of shit to talk about. I didn't even know you were going to show up. We had a hard time hanging out since I've been leaving. Chris Coleman, the first time, like I watched him go on stage and it was like epic. Like it was, holy shit, he shut the fucking room down. It was amazing. Well, you were here for that, man. Everyone that was here, give a fucking big hand to Chris Coleman. If you weren't, fuck you, clap anyway. It was amazing. That night, we drank more than that. And I was like, I need to ride home. Because I live fucking 10 blocks from here, so I can't walk because I'm lazy. And Chris Coleman was like, sure. We go flying down fucking any street around here. And I was like, oh, you missed my turn. And he's like, hold on. And he flips a Yui in someone's front yard. In fucking March. Like, not a shitty March, but just in March, so there's fucking Jeep tire tracks through their yard. I'll get you home. And we've been friends ever since. This is actually the only place where the bartender, who was also drunk. Everyone remember Chris? Big again! For Chris Moore, our favorite bartender, who was probably the only person that drank more than Chris and I did at this place. And he's like, are you sure you guys want to drive home? And Chris was like, I'm fucking fine! And I was like, I'm going with Chris. I'm good. I can leave with Chris.
I got a text from Nathan that was like, seriously, don't die.
I got it too! I remember that now. We both got that text. That was a group text. Way to fucking make us feel special, Nathan. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, Kelly roasted me last. Did I already talk about Kelly and Denny's? No? Oh my God! He hates this story after last night. When we called him Militant Willy Wonka by the end of the night. Now, if you don't know, Kelly's dad was a Black Panther. And I'm an asshole. So whenever we go somewhere where there's service, I have to convince him that the server is racist. We went to a Denny's he was waiting for his weed dealer at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My life had collapsed, so I was drunk, and he was high. And suddenly I'm like, I'm thirsty. And he's like, let's go to a gas station. And I'm like, let's go to fucking Denny's. It's behind us. And he's like, let's go there. He's spacey when he's high. So we go into Denny's and we sit down and they're like, oh yeah, 2? Is it 2? We sit down and we start getting like amazed, like really quick. We're like, there's a 2, 4, and 6 menu here. I haven't been to Denny's in fucking 10 years. We're like looking at each other in like amazement. Like we just got water and we're like, 2, 4, and 6? Perfect. We want a snack. Kelly's like, I might want a smoothie, and he's flipping through. And I'm like, I want orange juice. But the waitress takes like 20 minutes to get to us. And he's like, this is taking a while. And I'm like, oh man, I know, right? I shouldn't have come here with black people. They let him right in the face. And Kelly's like, He doesn't laugh right away. Or at all, I don't know. He looks at me like, oh. And I'm like, what's her name? And he's like, fucking Amy. And I'm like, her name tag says Judith. So I'm like, Kelly can't read. Like, Kelly at this point is illiterate and thinks everyone is racist. So anyway, Judith comes over and takes our order. He calls her Amy the whole time. And he's fucking, I'll take the 2 pancakes, 2 pieces of bacon, and the 2 eggs. Over medium. And he's like, I fucking her. And I'm like, oh, biscuits and gravy and a piece of toast. And orange juice. And then when I say that, he goes, and I'll take a peach smoothie. And then she's like, okay. Like, she got fucking weird for a second. Like, she was fine with me, and she's like, and I'll take a peach smoothie. And she's like, okay. And she leaves, doesn't bring us silver for a while, and then it arrives, and then our food arrives. And then Kelly takes like a fucking like sip of his smoothie. He like dips his spoon in through the whipped cream and stuff and like licks it off, puts it on the table, like off the napkin, which I don't trust. I'm the germaphobe. But he takes off the napkin, we're bullshitting for a while. I'm eating my, fucking eggs and whatever. Neil's taking pictures, it's weird. Anyway, we're eating our food, and I'm gonna skip to the end of the story. And anyway, Kelly like looks at me, like he picks up his spoon for a second, and he looks at me. He's like looks at his spoon because it has like film on it from when he dipped it in the first time. And he like looks at me, like looks at the spoon, like looks at me again, and I'm like, dude, you made that spoon dirty. That's not her fault. Don't put your shit on her not being racist right now. So I feel bad because I don't get to hang out with Kelly anymore. But please, if you do, make him feel racist. Make him feel like everyone around him. It's the world, on his shoulders, and they're whipping him. I like how little... You guys understand this whole hate fucking thing, right? My name is Kyle Farrell. I'm going to end on that very weak joke about Kelly feeling racism at Denny's. Oh, and then we got back in his car and smoked weed. Just a full circle stereotypes. Why is ducking behind Brian Ross like he's gonna lick his asshole?
That was a safe bet.
Brian Ross's asshole is a safe bet?
He'd be the one to know. This is going well.
I'm gonna let you guys just run this into the ground because I did a fine job on my own. I'm hilarious! And White Belanger.
Kyle Farrell for the last time in Alaska, everyone. And I'm sorry, it would not be a Kyle Farrell performance without the nose.